All right. Oh, okay. All right, so yesterday we had a nice drop, rejection from the upper value. So we were, looked like we were consolidating on the third day of balance, and then we dropped right from the open, kept going lower. It looked like we were bouncing at some point, but then started trading inside the spike. And like I said before, that's the most bearish scenario. Then sellers kept pushing, and we got below that support area inside the previous week's high. Fill well, the gap is actually down here, but so we haven't filled that gap yet. But we did start trading inside the previous week's range. So what should happen now? But by the way, after that we put a bunch of volume here and accepted prices lower. So what should happen is that we should close the gap to 57.22 and a quarter. And you know, what should happen too is that because I see this whole area as one large distribution from the past couple weeks. So usually what happens is that when you break out of an area, then you fail to hold. What should happen is that we should come to the other side of value, which is down here. So we have an untested point of control down here. We have the untested point of control down here. We have the 20-day point of control of 56.70. So that's going to be a big magnet. Now, having said that, there's going to be some buying response at the gap fill. And we also have end of month and end of quarter flows, which means that we could see a bounce here and then go back above the 57.70. So that's a possibility. I'm bearish because of what just happened yesterday, but I also am aware of where we're at, the time of the month and seasonality, and I know that there could be flows that make it hard for us to go back and travel back through value. Now, if we do fill the gap and we don't see a bounce, then the next thing to look for is, do we hold below this high volume node, which is also the monthly VWAP, right? So do we hold below that, above that, or do we start trading below? If we start trading below, I think pretty quickly we could come back to that 56.70. And then if I see that we started seeing some buyers and then start trading back above the overnight high and above the previous week's high, I'm willing to take a long breakout for a move up to the 5-day point of control, which is at 58.15. Also keeping in mind that this area right here is a low volume node, is right below the 200 moving average, and it's right below where we broke out of, right? So this is going to be some resistance right here at the 57.90. That's about it. For NQ, again, looking at the same structure, staying below the previous week's high, and then if we move above it, above this low volume area right here, that's going to be resistance. That is at 20,240. So if we get back above it and move back to 340, which is the 5-day point of control. So same thing, right? And below it, the gap fills at 977.50, and then the 20-day point of control is down here at 880. So that's the big magnet for NQ if we fill the gap and keep seeing some sellers. Crude, like I said the other day, once we broke about this range, I thought that we could keep seeing a continuation of that move. That's a big magnet up here at the 72.30. Still a little far from it, but we also gotta keep in mind that this has about the same amount of volume, so it could go, either here or come back to here. So those are the levels to keep watching. Gold made new highs today. Big up move. Like I said yesterday that I was looking for a move back up because we couldn't, after we fill that gap, we couldn't continue any lower. So I said I was looking for an up move, and the 3104 to kind of complete this breakout from this area. So then after that I will start looking for shorts back into that 20-day point of control, which right now is at 3070. Tomorrow we have PCE, so it could be that today we chop around till tomorrow after having that big down move yesterday, accepting prices lower in this area, not deciding if we want to come back above or fill the gap, and then the PCE tomorrow or some other news trigger a breakout of this range. Okay, that's about it. Good luck, and I'll see you around.